Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Reviews. We're taking a look at the Fans Hobby X The Chosen Prime X Get Right Robot TFCon Chicago 2022 exclusive God Delta gift set. So a lot of people have called this Delta Baser, but no, it doesn't just come with Delta Baser. It also comes with the Magna Bomber to become God Delta, all in one box, designed by Get Right Robot, who I consider a friend. Awesome dude, awesome customs and stuff like that. And it's cool to see his ideas and work come into like this mass-produced fruition or whatever. So this is neat on multiple levels, man. Even the fact that it's a throwback to the 2009 TFCon exclusive, which was the Fans Project DIA powered commander. So just really cool, man. So if you guys don't know what this is, Imogene, Ultra Magnus, Ultra Magnus Transformers character. The toys was originally a Diaclone mode, and it was called, I believe it was DIA Commander, Diaclone Commander. So, yeah, but direct homage to that. Really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and go over what all comes in the box. Delta Baser, Magna Bomber, 2 blasters, a head for God Delta, which is really cool. It's a Magnus Diaclone styled head. Missile launchers for the shoulders. This missile here on Magna Bomber, it actually shoots and he comes with multiple missiles and basically silver accents instead, as well as an alternate faceplate for the combined mode and an alternate set of eyes for the Super Ginrai mode or combined powered prime. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're not going to do transformations, a lot of articulation and stuff like that, because this is literally the 7th iteration of this mold. There were 4 versions of Power Baser, then their Thunder Clash, as well as their Machine Wars Optimus Prime version. So yeah, there have been 6, this is 7. So for articulation and those kinds of details and stuff like that, you can look on this channel because I've reviewed them all, or wherever you prefer to get that kind of stuff. But not going over all that here. This is more of a comparison, showing off what comes in this box and why it stands out. So let's get started. Okay, taking a look at the CAD for Delta Baser by itself. I don't know how that became unclipped, but it did. Fix that quick. All wheels roll. It does come with rubber wheels if you care about that kind of stuff. The side came unclipped as well. Huh. Alright. And then, of course, it comes with the trailer. Now, you have the option to attach their high Q either to the trailer as shown or to the front of this guy. I prefer to the trailer. I like the clean look of the grill and stuff like that in front. So, yeah. And it's nice because it has the ability to turn even with that. Plenty armed up. And if you look at the blasters, they are actually different in terms of like these circles being here instead of stripes like on the original version. So, very cool. And pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, yeah, just making sure it's all attached, lined up correctly. Yeah. And it's a fairly long piece too. So if you're looking to like display it's in alt mode, let's take a look. Front to back, we're looking at just over 16 inches. So straight is going to reach pretty much edge to edge on a DTOF shelf. There's no chance with the Magna Bomber attached to the back as well. All right, and we've got some comparisons here. We've got the original Power Baser. We've got Black Power Baser, and this is actually the 8th iteration of this mold because I forgot about Orange Power Baser as well. So yeah, that's a lot of Power Baser. So I hope they take a break from this for a good long while, even though it's an awesome idea. Excellently done, but this has been a lot. We've had a lot of Power Basers so far, but yeah, you've got Delta in the middle, Power on the viewer's left, and on the viewer's right, Black Power. Okay, and again, you have the option of Ginrai on the trailer or in the front. All right, taking a look at Magna Bomber in its alt mode. It's God Bomber homage, so of course it's a trailer that goes on the back. Of Power Master Optimus Prime, Super Ginrai, whatever you want to call it. And the missile does have the ability to shoot using this button here. Don't want to fly too far, and again, you could either do that or the silver missile. Boom. Boom. And there actually is a button on here that you press. It's either on this side for unlocked, push it on the other side for locked. Then you can't press it down anymore. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. It's a trailer, and you can unclip this guy in the front as I just break everything. Like, what the heck? It doesn't have to come off, so I don't understand why it's doing that. Okay. It's just being a pain in the butt. So we're going to clip those hip skirts back on. And the hip skirts aren't loose by any means. That thing is just that tight. Alright, so there's that. And then, if you open this, it comes with alternate Headmaster Juniors for, what is it going to be? Athena, Go Shooter. What? Yeah. It's Go Shooter. I don't know what their name is for their Go Shooter, but I know Cab is Cap. So, yeah, but we'll take a look at those in a moment. Okay, now to attach this to Delta Baser, this actually flips in and out. Just turn this around, and the whole thing flips down. But I want to attach it, so we've got it out. There's that. Now the back of the trailer here. So I can go ahead and do it right. Maybe I need to flip them like so, but yeah. There we go. There's that. Then get this guy attached. Jeez. This is a lot. Alright, zooming it out. Get this guy attached to the front, and boom. Now let's straighten this so we can just get a measurement here. And we'll kind of call it, because again, this is a lot. "25 inches. So, unless you have a lot of space to work with, that's going to be a hard one to display all combined like that. So, but it's nice because it does have the ability to curve multiple times. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so here are the Headmaster Juniors that it comes with. They don't homage anything because there weren't Diaclone Headmaster Juniors or anything like that. So, I mean, it's just what it is. Each version of Fans Hobby's God Bomber has come with alternate Headmaster Juniors. To this date, there hasn't been alternate Headmaster Juniors made to match any of them. They're just Headmasters for the sake of including Headmasters. So, and I think that's pretty cool. Alright. Athena, Cap, and I remembered his name, Ace Hitter. Okay? There are the backs. And so we can get the appropriate regular versions by them. Alright, here's Ace Hitter. Here is Cap. And then here is Athena. Oh. Did I get them mixed up? Yep. Athena. Okay. Okay. These guys are kind of hard to balance in general, so apologize for the fiddliness, but doing what I can, man. Alright, and here they are in Headmaster mode. And I'll just say what they come with. Delta Original, Delta Original, Delta Original. Ace Hitter, Cap, Athena. So these ones, the ones that come with this whole God Delta set, they don't come with the alternate faces like the normal ones do, so it's what it is. I think they're more of a trinket to have something riding inside of their God Bomber, in this case, Magna Bomber, than really even used as Headmasters and stuff like that. But you can if you want to. And just in case you wanted to see how they look on Cap, Athena, and Ace Hitter, here you go. I mean, kind of out of whack. There's a gray repaint of Cap called Flamebreaker, which is their hose head, that might actually match the Magna Bomber one pretty well. Give me a second. So let's see. Alright, so here's Flamebreaker with his original Headmaster. Let's go ahead and pop that out. Pop in this guy. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, actually, how well that works. Alright, and here we have him in his base robot form. I've said it once, I'll say it again. This piece makes a very competent Masterpiece Optimus Prime on its own. Obviously, it's not. It's Ginrai. There are a lot of differences in the aesthetic and stuff like that, but in terms of size and things like that, it just plain works. In fact, one second. I don't know why I didn't think to do this in the first place, but I've got a magic square. Is it Light of Justice? This one? Light of Freedom? Light of Justice? I don't know. But it's the first Magic Square release. They just came out with the 2.0 of this guy. But in terms of height and stuff like that, they're not too far off. Okay. So I'm going to put that down here. And yeah. Again, Delta Baser on the right. Power Baser on the left. And that's your right, your left. Okay. We got Ginrai, Haikyuu, whatever you want to call them, on their backs. And the color selection is masterful. The only thing that I wish with this base robot head is that they would have went ahead and instead of, it's like a gold. Let me focus here. It's gold and it looks pretty good, but I wish they would have just went in and went plain yellow, like plain bright yellow. Like these accents and stuff like that. I think that would have popped a lot more. But there you go. Bring this up some so you guys can really see it. But there it is. All right. And just like the other forms, the big guns that come with can separate and it becomes two individual blasters for this form too. And it's the same handle. So I mean, if you want him to just have the big gun, that's more than fine as well. But that just looks a bit better. Okay, and now it's in its kind of Super Ginrai mode, as well as the, is it Magna Bomber? Yeah, Magna Bomber, as well as Delta Baser in its combined Super Ginrai form there. Yeah, really good looking pair. I'm not the biggest fan of their God Bomber Fans Hobbies mold in general. In fact, between this and even the Make Toys Divine Shooter, there really isn't a third-party God Bomber that I enjoy. In general, it's just a jank figure. It's a parts former. It's meant to form armor for this guy, for the Super Ginrai mode, or God Ginrai. So, yeah, it's kind of what it is. Let's take a look at these individually, get a comparison shot in, then get them combined. Okay, and even though this is the 50th iteration of this mode, just in case you haven't seen it before, it's going to be about 12 and a half inches tall. maybe 12 3/4 inches. So pretty big boy even in this mode, and it gets even bigger when it's in its combined form with the Magna Bomber. Give you guys a quick roundabout. Not really going into articulation and stuff like that here. Again, these molds, even on this channel, have been reviewed a million times. So, you know, look at the breakdown for the articulation on those. But yeah, there you go. And I love the yellow Ginrai on this. Like, the color selection is perfection. Okay. All right. Oh. Knock my camera loopy there, and even he is about 13, just over 13 inches tall. So just big boys in general. If you're roundabout there, he does have the 2 swords. Okay. Okay, and just for the sake of a quick visual comparison here he is with the original Power Baser. Same combined form, Super Ginrai mode. Very cool. I love how these two together, the colors just offset each other very well. And again, just for the sake of space and time transforming, just doing comparisons in each mode to one of these instead of having 50 of them lined up. Props to anybody who does do that, though. Like, you're the real MVP. And just like its mold mates, it does retain the light up feature. So it comes with an alternate set of clear eyes for the combined Super Ginrai mode. And the head has a switch on the back, alright? So the head splits in half. It takes a CR927 battery. Again, CR927. Flip that switch, and then the lights come on. So clear eyes, you just pop off the faceplate, pop in the clear eyes. And again, CR927 battery, not included. And you can go ahead and light those guys up. All right, and here is God Delta. So Magna Bomber, Delta Baser, combined form, and it's a big freaking boy. So I'm just going to the top of the head. I've got it at about 14 1/4 inches. If you look back there with the gun, it's right under 19 inches. So yeah, it's huge. Okay. Just for the sake of rotating to give you guys a good view. Now, I'm going to take this gun off. The wings are pretty good, but not exactly the tightest, and that gun tends to weigh them down. And that's on all versions of their God Ginrai, so it's not specific to this. Make sure that those are as even as possible. So you saw one sword expanded in one of his hands, his left hand, and then his other sword stores on his back. Both do, actually. Alright. One blaster they can store on his wings. Of course, you've got the missile launcher there. And yeah, pretty big, pretty intimidating, man. Pretty cool. Alright, so zooming in, just wanted to go over a couple of things. Just like when it's in its trailer mode, the Headmaster Juniors can store inside of here, which is really neat. I don't know why. It's always a when it's time to review thing. There we go. Alright. Alright, so you see that? All 3 of them, and you can arrange them however you want. Okay. Get that secured again. It's like, sometimes you just look and go, what am I messing up here? Okay, so there's that. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit further. I think my camera is about as high as it will go, but let's see. Alright, so you got the regular stoic face there, but this face can actually be changed out. I've done it with the head detached, but let's see if I can do it with the head on there still. what I have for a spudger. And gotta love it. I went through and actually cleaned off my little work area. Got the spudgers out of the way. Okay. Alright. Underneath, and you'll see where it pegs in. Right there, make sure we're focused. Boom. And he comes with a yelling face, so let's get that on. Get the head secured. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And I like it, to be honest with you. Alright, and just for the sake of getting it compared to at least one other Fans Hobbies God Bombers, here is Orange Power Baser. God, that name's simple. Why can they all be simple? All this Delta Baser stuff. Alright, so yeah, but very mean, very imposing on both ends. And what I like about the Delta Baser version is that it really gives it a different vibe with the different missiles and stuff like that. And if you notice here, I actually changed it out to the silver ends for the shoulder launchers, as well as the silver tipped missile for the back cannon as well. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I like Fireguts Ginrai a lot, and it's very cool to have this one, of all of them, be the Super Ginrai mode, because, I mean, it's its most fired up Super Saiyan type form, and having that all combined, I like that better than the other versions of God Bomber that they've released, so it's more fitting, you know, like the ultimate. But yeah, here he is in comparison to, again, Orange Power Baser. And in closing this out, this is one of those moments where it's like, I'm proud to have this to even compare it to. So this is the TFCon exclusive 2009 DIA Power Commander from Fans Project. So this was their second figure. I think the first one was a couple of years removed. I think it was like 2007. They did the Just Toys World's Smallest Transformer, a G2 version of, I think it was called Flamethrower, which was their homage to Slag, the Dinobot or whatever. But full size, full figure, this was the very first one, 2009 again, Fans Project. So they had two DIA commanders. One was a mass release with chrome paint and stuff like that. This one obviously has like the silvers and things like that, as well as on the missiles and whatnot. And it also comes with this Energon Cube case. And if you look, there's one Energon Cube missing because Munitioner, which is their homage to Swindle, stole it. So that's pretty cool. These cubes were later seen with the Make Toys Utopia, so that, I guess, small mold got reused again. But it's neat how things come around. 13 years removed, same convention, still doing homages to the same version of the same character. So pretty freaking cool stuff, man. Diaclone homages and stuff like that. Going from Fans Project was just the rave at the time. They were the ones who started it all, to the current, I don't want to necessarily call them king, but they're definitely the ones that are kind of doing that thing, bridging the gap between, I think, like Chug and Masterpiece in terms of just, it's definitely Masterpiece scaled stuff, but design-wise and stuff like that, it has that big, chunky, fun feel of a lot of like Generations, Chug style figures and stuff like that. It's kind of the spiritual successor to what Fans Project was doing back in the day. So pretty cool stuff. But again, Fans Hobby X The Chosen Prime, X Get Right Robot, MB06E and MB11E, God Delta. So that's Delta Baser as well as Magna Bomber. This has been another Kuma style review. Let me know what you think of this guy in the comments. I definitely recommend it as of it being for sale. I guess as of the filming of this review. When I started it, was for sale on fanshobby.com as well as thechosenprime.com. I don't know the prices off the top of my head. I think they're around $350 shipped or so, but you'll have to check for yourself. I don't know if they're still available by the time this review gets done processed, released to the public, etc., etc. But check it out. If it is, I highly recommend it. If not, sucks that you missed out or whatever. But you never know. Maybe you're willing to pay whatever the resale value is on it currently or whatever, if that's the case. But yeah, let me know what you think of this guy in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next review.